Hello again, everyone. Welcome back to another episode of Final Fantasy Brave Exvius. My name is Mars, and today is my 5,000 subscriber special, so thank you so much for helping me to get to this point. This started as something that I kind of just wanted to do, and I've said this before, I just wanted to learn it, just wanted to play around with YouTube, but it's turned into something that I really enjoy, and I appreciate everybody who has supported me along the way. So this episode is dedicated to you. Before I dive into the content I have planned today, I do want to remind everybody today, I believe, is the last day for the Amazon Coins promotion. So if you are in the US and the UK and you would like to show your appreciation for me, please click the link below, check out that promotion so that you can save some money on your favorite Amazon apps and games. It's a great way to save money, I swear by it, so do many of the other Brave Exvius YouTubers and content creators, so highly recommended, and thank you to everybody who has checked that out, because it does help me out, so I appreciate that so much. So, as I've hit another milestone, this is my 5,000 sub special, we have to do something crazy. Last time I did the 5 Fina Death Punch, where it was a team of all Lotus Mage Fina against the Blood Moon. This time, we're only using the Final Fantasy 15 main characters against Leviathan 3 stars. And I gotta tell you, this was excruciatingly difficult. I've tried to beat it probably 4 times a day since last Thursday, so it's probably been like, it's about 20 attempts to make this work. So, I'm just at a loss for words. I just beat it, so for a fact I know that it works, and it has been so irksome to make it work, just because the fight in particular is obnoxious. But let's talk about what makes it work so that you can understand what's going on. First of all, I have with me my Gladiolus, and Gladiolus is there strictly for Royal Guard, and I bring a Gladiolus friend along as well. So 2 of them are Royal Guarding 2 other members of the party. This one is built with 100% ice and water resistance, as well as much HP and spirit and defense as I can stuff onto him. So certainly not the most attainable build, but you will notice that as he's going throughout the fight, he takes an extremely tiny amount of damage, especially when his Royal Guard cover procs, because that ability is just amazing. It's so good. So that's basically his whole role. This Gladio is also equipped with Lakshmi so that he can activate stop resistance, which is essential. I cannot tell you the number of times I wiped because stop resistance dropped down and I had to do something else, and it ruined everything. So essential. And then this one's also going to be my provoking Gladio as well, simply because he's tankier. Now, Prompto is kind of the whipping boy of this fight. He only makes his appearance for the first 5 turns or so, and that's because he has an ability called Star Shell, which is an attack and magic break for all enemies, and it's a provoke as well. So who better to target for the snort than Prompto, who provokes it anyways? And since he's being Royal Guarded, and at no time is he in risk of being hit by anything, he's just kind of got whatever on him. So a ribbon for status ailments, Moogle plushie, and K-Producer jacket for draw attacks. And that's all I needed on him, was the status ailments and some of the draw attack stuff, so that when he provoked, he was the one who got snorted. Noctis is built with status ailment and damage in mind, and yes, I understand that this is a pretty strong build. Mine is not potted, however, so people can actually get stronger builds than this, for sure, but this is kind of what I went with because it's what I've got. Noctis's primary role is to do the ice damage in the initial part to freeze the barrier and then destroy it on the boss, and then his subsequent role is to deal damage. He also has some additional support abilities which can come in handy in a pinch, but I found with this actual clear run I didn't use it a lot. Most of the time I would actually use Fish, because if my Gladio had been the one who had provoked with his Limit Burst, then he would take much more damage from the Tank Buster, but if Noctis was the one who provoked, then Gladio's cover would activate and it would reduce the damage dramatically. So little things like that help to stabilize the fight in some of the trickier parts. And then speaking of stabilizing tricky parts, Ignis was absolutely essential for this. First and foremost, he's got Calamity Border. This is so that when Leviathan throws up his water imperil on the party, I can keep everybody above 130% resistance, which is super important. Or actually just the Gladios. The Gladios are the only ones who matter. Like, as you can see, he has whatever for elemental resistance. Him and Noctis never ever ever get hit in the fight. It doesn't happen. And that's because Royal Guard procs 100% of the time for the target who is being covered. And it works for all types of damage, which is amazing because a lot of times a physical cover skill won't cover like fixed damage or things like that that get past cover. So Royal Guard is the key to making this work. He's also got the Doctor's Garment, and he's also got Ilias's TMR, and this is so that if he has to use items to heal Gladio, because after you drop below the 60% threshold, the Tank Buster comes out every single turn, and it is a laser beam. It hurts so badly, and sometimes Gladio wouldn't be able to heal himself up enough, so between Ignis and the friend Gladio, they would help keep the main tank Gladio topped up and healed up so that he can keep going throughout the fight. So, man, it is a tricky combination of stuff that you have to fit together to make it work. This strategy is something that I would recommend people keep in mind, because a double Gladio strategy, or even a triple if you're so fortunate or perhaps unfortunate to have a ton of Gladios, double Gladio is actually an emerging popular strategy in the JP version of the game, because when Gladiolus activates Royal Guard, him and whoever he targeted will not die. Like, they just take no damage, and it's because Royal Guard +2, wherever it is, it reduces damage by 75%, which is humongous, and it stacks with other types of mitigation, such as the 50% attached to his provoke, or physical or magical barriers or type mitigation. All that stuff. Royal Guard is OP for this. So keep this in mind. If you see a fight that you're like, you know what, this fight really sucks, I'm struggling with the tank checks, consider bringing a double Gladio in, and then you can bring like a breaker and a healer, or a damage dealer and a healer, or just 2 damage dealers, or whatever, because Gladio heals himself a lot, as you will see. So I will quit my rambling. Thanks again so much for everybody who has participated and joined me along this journey. I've really appreciated it. Everybody, I'm going to be at FanFest this weekend. I can't wait to see everybody there. Come say hi. Y'all know what I look like if you see my streams, and if you haven't, then, ask. I'll see y'all there. So, thanks so much. Thank you. I can't thank you enough. Please enjoy this video, and I'll see everybody this weekend.